My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, subhanallah, subhanallah, can we ever feel burnt out when we have a Lord that is so generous and so kareem, and He gives us opportunity upon opportunity to build not just Jannah, but an amazing one. We're not even talking about getting there, because inshallah we shall get there when we have a Lord that is kareem. We just need to act. Don't look at the last 2 weeks, but look forward to the next 2 weeks. Don't feel burnt out, but rather be ready to burn in. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salamu ala Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man walah. We begin in the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we request praises and blessings upon Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. My dearest brothers and sisters in Islam, welcome to our Ramadan series and episode 15. La ilaha illallah. Our month has passed its halfway point, or it's at its halfway point, and as we speak, going beyond its halfway point. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, remember what I said to you at the beginning of Ramadan? It crept up upon us suddenly, and it's going to leave us suddenly. Subhanallah. So what can the message for today's reminder be? No doubt, it has to be about our actions will be judged based on the strength of their endings and not the weakness and flaws and slips of its beginning. And it has to be this, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam, because Ramadan is generous, and it is a generous month sent by Al-Kareem, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is the ultimately, perpetually generous one. And from His generosity upon us is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reward us based on the strength of our endings, not the weaknesses of our beginnings. Al-a'malu bil-khawatim. Actions are judged by their endings, meaning the strength of their endings. So, at this point, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam, I don't want you to burn out. I don't want you to feel burnt out. I want you to bring yourself together, and I want you to be renewed in terms of your aspirations. And I want you to chase what remains from Ramadan with all of you in your entire capacity. And let us ensure that everything we do entails a grab, that we grab from the outstretched hands of Ramadan to the best of our ability, and ensure that we go from strength to strength as we get into the last 10 of Ramadan, and then from strength to strength as we get to the day of Eid, so that our endings are stronger than our beginnings, and Allah will reward us based on the strongest of our acts. This is from the mercy of Allah subhanallah. And it doesn't end there. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has even more generosity in how He rewards us, because if our ending is stronger than our beginning, Allah will take our best tarawih, our best fast, our best sadaqah, our best recitation of the Quran, our best ibadah, our best engagement, the rewards that were the best out of all those categories of worship, and He will not distribute those rewards across all the acts that happen during the month of Ramadan, but He will apply those rewards to every act done during the month of Ramadan. So your best tarawih, the rewards that you get from it, Allah will reward every tarawih in Ramadan with those rewards. Your best recitation of the Quran, Allah will reward it in the best way, and He will take those rewards and apply it across all your recitations of the Quran across Ramadan. The best fast that you did, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reward it in the best way, and then at the end of Ramadan, if our endings are stronger than our beginnings, He will take those rewards, that level of reward, and apply it to every fast in Ramadan. He's not going to distribute the rewards of the best fast across the other fasts, but rather apply the same reward system to the best, to all those acts of worship from the same genre of ibadah across the month of Ramadan. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, subhanallah, subhanallah, can we ever feel burnt out when we have a Lord that is so generous and so kareem, and He gives us opportunity upon opportunity to build not just Jannah, but an amazing one. We're not even talking about getting there, because inshallah we shall get there when we have a Lord that is kareem. We just need to act. So my message to you, my dear brother and sister in Islam, is don't look at the last 2 weeks, but look forward to the next 2 weeks. Don't feel burnt out, but rather be ready to burn in. I love you all for the sake of Allah, and until next time, salamullahi alaikum wa rahmatuhu wa barakatuh.